Hello everybody and merry meet. I'm Lady Leeanna with this edition of Tarot Card Lessons Made Easy. And we've already highlighted all of the cards within the major arcana, and now we are working on the minor arcana, starting with the wands or staffs, depending on which way you would like to call it. But starting with the ace, using it as a number 1, and going on through 2, 3, and onward. And we've already covered ace and number 2, and today what we are touching on is the 3 of wands and the 4 of wands. Both very good, light, and positive cards in the upright position. Now, the 4 of wands I kind of look at as almost a major arcana card in itself, because it's so full of life and light and has so much that it has to offer within itself. But we're starting with the 3 of wands and looking it over very deeply, and we see a very prideful gentleman with a band around his head, draped with a red cloak, a green cloth draped over his left shoulder, a sash that reaches from across his left shoulder on down into his right hip. And the whole clothing thing here is very reminiscent of your Roman merchants. Only a lot of times it's said that they wore white clothing, but that's not always the case. That's kind of Hollywood for you there. Either way, you know, wore cloaks and sashes with a band around their heads, and he's kind of looking over a long place ahead of him, crossing oceans, because there's an ocean there if you look really closely. It's just red and yellow within the cards, so it's like an ocean of fire. It's an ambition card, so it makes a lot of sense to that regard. But you have 3 wands around the merchant or clerk, whichever way you want to say it. 2 of them together on the right hand side and 1 far away from the others to the left. And his right hand reaches out to the one in front. Okay? Now, the wands and staffs represent growth within one's person, but it's all around him, so it would represent his surroundings, or that which he's trying to create or build. Now, let's see. The card can represent journey or a trip that one is looking at and trying to decide upon, but doesn't by any means state that one is going on a trip or a journey. For the most part, the card talks about trade, commerce, practical help from a successful person in trying to accomplish something that's wanted. Help from a successful person and getting a job that's wanted or a higher position, depending on whether it's a job you're already on or one that you haven't got yet. But the other cards around it would help to decipher this. Let's see. These days, a merchant can be also someone that renders services. And it could in those days likewise, but typically it was used for one within the trade and bargaining. But it would extend out to someone that's high up in the arena, as in the police force or the medical field, a doctor, a lawyer, someone of a high profession, someone within a professional line. Let's see. And it would be in your subjects cards, it would be someone helping them within a particular profession that they have need of them in. Or if you're reading your own cards, likewise the same. It can represent getting help from someone who's a lawyer, if it couples with, say, the Empress card in the reverse position, which represents divorce. Getting help with an attorney in a divorce, whether it's the opposing side, the husband or wife that you're divorcing, or you seeking out the help of someone within a profession. But it means getting help from a successful person and getting what's wanted. And that's what the card refers to. Making a journey or a trip Also, if the card is with the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is in the upright position, it can mean getting help from somebody within the medical field in solving an issue that you have with your health. So those are some examples for you to use. In the reverse position, it means someone that's not being much of a help to you within your job, or someone that promises to help you get on a job and won't be of any help, although they may try to be. And if it couples with, say, the Page of Swords in the reverse position, it can mean somebody trying to stab you in the back on the job to see that you lose your job or things of that nature. So you would then watch out for it. Now, in the Four of Staffs or Wands, you're looking at beauty, harmony, peace, tranquility, bounty of harvest home, haven of refuge, perfected work, finishing something, something being utterly complete, something being stable. Can refer to a marriage when you see that the people in the back are clothed with a masculine color and a feminine color and stand together and they're celebrating. It'd be like the celebration of a marriage or a celebration of the birth of a child when you look at the foliage, that's the fruit that's within the foliage at the top of the staffs or wands. So marriage or the birth of a child, celebrating that. Celebrating getting a new home when you see that a home rises high in the back of your four staffs or wands and reaches high. You may have accomplished finally a place to lay your head forever, a new home. And so it's a celebration card of things of that nature, and that you've finally reached the top of something, and it could be of a business for that matter. Let's see, in the reverse position, usually the reverse positions of cards can be very dark or negative as opposed to their upright counterparts. But in this particular case, it's different, as is the Tower card. See, the Tower card, it talks about dark or negative things in the upright position. In the upside down position, it's saying it's still dark and negative, but to a lighter degree. In this card, it's a positive card, and it's saying getting where you want to be, very positive, very light, fruition. But in the upside down position, it means getting there, not having quite acquired all that is wanted, but you will, and its steady force needs to be applied to get there, but you're well on your way. And so it's still a very celebratory card for those that are trying to make something happen, trying to complete something. It's not a negative card at all. It's still positive, and the upside down position just says that there's more to have happen there to finish or complete. Okay? Well, this is the Three of Staffs, Three of Wands, and the Four of Wands. And I hope you've enjoyed this particular episode of Tarot Card Lessons Made Easy. And I hope that I've been of a big help to you. Study and reflect on the cards. There's still a lot more in there that you haven't looked into. Like, look into that ocean. What does it say to you? Generally, deep water is a reservoir of cosmic mind stuff. So there's a lot that goes internal there as far as your subconscious is concerned. Raging. The waters, they have a lot of waves, and so are they raging? I mean, they're the color of fire, why not? You know, see what it means for you there, and you'll find that the answers there are kind of deep. And it kind of goes with that which you're striving for, and that's, you know, the object of the whole card. You know, growth is what the staffs represent. There's a lot of knowledge and wisdoms to be had there, but what or how much will you reach for? Okay? So you enjoy that, and keep on studying. My bestest hopes and wishes are with you for successful tarot card readings.